Welcome to Amazing World Channel.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Photo Getty Images. If all goes according to the polls, Angela Merkel is set to become Chancellor of Germany for another 4 years. European leaders and just about every responsible member of the global community will breathe a sigh of relief. The EU is depending on Angela Merkel to see it through the next few turbulent years and chart a course through the numerous internal threats, including eurosceptic governments in Poland and Hungary, staving off the popularity of far-right movements in Germany. The anti-Islam, eurosceptic group AfD is now in third place in the polls, and the challenge of Brexit. For Ireland, the revival of the Franco-German axis in the EU, compounded by the absence of Britain, is of legitimate cause for concern. The UK and Ireland historically voted in similar ways on important issues regarding trade and openness, agriculture and tax. France once again has its sights on the Irish tax regime, pushing for changes to EU tax rules which would introduce a harmonised corporate tax base. Last month, finance ministers from Germany, France, Spain, and Italy together outlined proposals on how to tax big digital multinationals, which would see them pay tax on their revenue as opposed to where they place their profits. It would give each state the ability to tax the revenue from Amazon and other giants, where the point of sale occurs. Next Friday, if all comes to pass, Merkel will meet her European counterparts, including Chancellor Varadkar, at an informal summit in Estonia, where she will likely raise these issues at leader level. She is one of the leaders of the larger EU states most likely to listen to the concerns of smaller countries, particularly Ireland, given the destructive toll Brexit is likely to take on the Irish economy. Angela Merkel is cautious about the Franco-German axis, says Roderich Kiesuita, member of the German Bundestag for Baden-Württemberg and member of the Bundestag's Committee on Foreign Affairs. She realizes we need to look out for smaller partners and treat them even-handedly if we want to protect the European project, he told the Irish Independent. Tyson Barker, fellow at the Aspen Institute, a policy think tank in Berlin, said Germany sees its role as being the protector of the rights of smaller states of the EU. Germans, by way of their approach, and because of their history, are more inclined towards consensus building, whereas the French see things in terms of great powers. It is likely that this is Merkel's final term, and one of her priorities is getting the EU on a stronger footing. She wants to move forward on the EU. Likely, she is also looking ahead to the next European Parliament elections in 2019, and the likelihood of discontented citizens in member states turning to eurosceptic parties to voice their anger at how the European elite is mistreating smaller countries. We need cohesion in the EU, otherwise we will lose the trust of the people, says Kiesuita. Irish Independent.